So, I'm trying this like door-to-door sales job, and it's really crazy because it was like an 8-hour shift, and we're working off this like app called Sales Rabbit, and I had to like pick up Linda from her job, and so I just go pick her up, and then I would just go off to the airport and do my thing there. I did that a couple times, and then they called me in and they said, well, maybe you need to figure out your schedule, you know, that kind of thing. So I told them that's what I would do, and if Linda gets her car, then I may can go back and do the door-to-door sales. If not, I got another interview coming up here in about 30 minutes, what I'm getting ready to do. Oh, and I got this new, it's basically like a conditioner by Fructus. Anyway, I might probably go to that interview. It's for some like insurance thing. I really have no idea what it's for. And it may be door-to-door, it may be telemarketing. I have no idea. I have to get in touch with them in like 30 minutes. It's going to be like on a Zoom. And I'll do that and I'll get back with you. I have to look at this shot here to make sure and go through editing, make sure things okay with it. Okay, now I gotta get my hair going. I usually use this kind of brush right here. It's like the tail end of another brush that broke off. And I just kind of brush my hair back like that. I got about 10 minutes to get ready for the Zoom interview. Probably try some hairspray too to get it kind of more sculpted. And don't forget to use your speed stick. I'm not an actor, but I play one on television. And I use speed stick. And once again, I'm not an actor, I play one on international YouTube. And don't forget, Max Fresh, Colgate. It's good for you. Use it. Remember, always ask for paid training. Paid training. Paid training. Paid training. Got it? Hey, sweetie, have you seen that? It's like a black tie with like a gray kind of thing in it. It's not the purple one. I don't see it anywhere. It should be somewhere around. It's got like it's like a gray thing, and then it's got like a black thing on it. Let's see. That's not it. Oh, okay, yeah, here it is. I found it. Okay. Cool, the cool tie. All right, got it in a double Windsor. You can kind of tell. Let me show the light here. It's a double Windsor tie. And got to grab a couple stuff for the job interview. This thing right here. And I'm gonna set it up right here, just like this. What are you looking at, Kitty? Kitty's gonna watch me in the job interview the entire time. And I just set it up right here. I turn the light on. Let's see if I can find the light. Hey, do you have that running water going for Kitty? Yeah. Okay. Okay, plugging it in over here. There we go. Turn that's finally on. Okay. All right. Right. In here. Lights, camera. There we go. All right. Now we got light. Put this little stand up here. I got different tones of light right here. So we've got there we go. I don't know, like Yeah, well, that's warm right there. There we go. Yeah. Now I get ready for that interview. Well, I went to the Zoom meeting. Looks like they could make millions of dollars a year. It's like, great. This is, sign me up. So the Zoom meeting, it's pronounced Zoom. The Zoom meeting was like, you know, stay with my company, part of my family, make a lot of money. You know, I treat you just like family, and you'll be making $130,000 a year in no time. You might start off the first year making $50,000, as long as you get those leads, we'll send them out there. You know, it's very similar to a lot of them, and I'm going through a lot of them, so I kind of want to keep in touch with you, just kind of teach, you know, kind of show you what's going on. The problem is I can't, because I only have this iPhone 11, so I do the Zoom meetings on my iPhone 11. So I'm not really able to show you, but I can at least talk about it. And it's just interesting to go through some of these meetings, because it's very different. Like, life has changed since like the 90s and early 2000s, and I worked for a bank for 4 years, but I was always interviewed in person. So it's really cool, because you get to sit there and you see like maybe, I don't know, 15 or 20 people all in the same room, but they're all in one part of the screen. Have you ever been to a Zoom meeting? Anyway, that's what I was talking about, if you ever check out Zoom. All right, there we are. It's Lake Worth. There's the Lonely Boathouse along the shore, and they're advertising some kind of air conditioning company. And then we've got a plane coming in. We're actually gonna pass under the plane exactly at the right time, which is very rare. I usually don't do that, but I can measure it because I do this a lot by the airport. Looks like a Navy plane. They're advertising air conditioning for 817-283-6911. 1 hour, Air Fort Worth. I don't know if you can see them.
Man, how can you read that? I couldn't read that.
I don't know, I've got eagle eyes. Making like a tuna and mashed potatoes.
Tuna mashed potatoes.
Huh. That sounds pretty interesting. Well, I got my son a birthday card. This is what it says right here. I thought your birthday would be a good time to tell you everything I like about you. And then it says, but one day just isn't enough time. Happy birthday. And we're gonna do a little vlog on this tonight. All right, you guessed it. Vienna sausage and a Red Bull. That's what I'm having for my delicious breakfast. Long story about Vienna sausage is my grandfather, who fought in World War II on an aircraft carrier. He used to eat these things all the time, and it'd make my dad mad. Because he goes, all he does is sit around and eat Vienna sausages, which has no nutritional value. Protein was very important in my family growing up. Vienna sausage and a Red Bull. But believe it or not, there's actually protein in Vienna sausage. There's actually protein in everything that you eat. Everything that you eat has protein in it, as long as it's edible food. I think my grandfather did it because it was easy on his digestive system. It was a nice little snack. They still sell them. All right. Get down there real, down at the bottom. That last little Vienna sausage. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, cool. I found this little gas station here called D.W.C. Kind of like John Wayne kind of thing. They got a smoothie factory inside the actual gas station right here. You'd never think. You can buy like a smoothie in the morning. It's pretty cool. And they've got sour pickles right here. We're dealing with $3.48 right now. And believe it or not, they got a smoothie factory in there. So you just go in there and get a smoothie drink at Duke's. I've never even heard about it. Pretty cool. So if you choose the new platinum status card right here at these little gas stations like Shell right here, you save 10 cents a gallon on 12 fill-ups or 6 fill-ups of Shell V-Power Nitro Premium Gasoline. My car just does regular though. I just do like regular. It's still pretty cool though. All right, so my suggestion to you is that, and I know the shower was taking up a lot of the mic, and I'm gonna have to blast that in the editor. Hopefully we'll be able to hear that. But my suggestion to you is that these Zoom interviews are gonna come in left and right, left and right, left and right, especially if you're on Indeed. Indeed hits me up with 10 offers or more a day. It's an overflow amount. So before setting up any of your Zoom interviews, I would suggest find the name of the company and do a little bit of research on the company before sitting down in front of the Zoom. Because those Zoom meetings can be like 30 minutes to 45 minutes of your time. So you want to make sure you interview yourself, the company. So you want to make sure you do research on the company first, then sit down and do the Zoom for 30 or 45 minutes. Don't just jump into a Zoom meeting. This is my second one, and they do this. Find out a little bit about the company. That way, you're not sitting there for 30 minutes going, "What is this?" You know. But then again, you know, I want to say last thing, you might want to jump into a Zoom meeting too. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that that's bad either, but you'll learn as you're doing it. So it's okay to jump into a Zoom meeting. If they're like, okay, we're gonna do a Zoom meeting, let's do it. You don't know anything about the company, you'll learn in the Zoom meeting. But you're gonna get a lot of them. So what I'm saying is if you're getting a lot of Zoom meetings, do a little bit of research and find out which company that you most like, you know, that you would, you know, that you're gonna match with, you know, that you think, hey, this is a good company. I probably can, you know, maybe help these people do door-to-door sales or look at the hours. That's another thing too. Because if your hours are a certain type of hours that you have to keep, and you go and you do research on the company and you can find out, oh, this is a 9 to 5 position, or this isn't flexible schedule. You know, you can find that out by just looking online and finding out what the company's like. And that's just something that I'm learning to do, you know. But that's what I learned. I mean, I'm kind of learning the hard way, because I'm like, oh, a Zoom interview, let's do it. I haven't done a lot of them, so I'm like, oh, I want to go on a Zoom interview, and they're kind of cool. Because a lot of times they're going to talk numbers, they're going to tell you how rich they're going to make you, and then they're going to bring you in commission only. And they're also going it's going to be like 9 to 5. And commission only means that you work for free until you make them a deal, you know, until you sell for them. And you got to be a heck of a salesman to do that kind of stuff. So that's the reason why I'm saying that. Because a lot of people are looking for commission plus base salary. And those are a lot of W-2 jobs and stuff like that. There are a lot of 1099 jobs kind of going around there, and a lot of them do have flexible schedules, but not as flexible as you think. So usually if it's a W-2, they're going to have a pretty set schedule rather than a 1099.
little more gas, $3.49.
Quick trip. Remember, you get a free roller griller item with the purchase of 2 Coca-Cola and a Fanta bottle, 20 ounce.
And don't forget to eat at Bojangles.
Looks like they're fixing like a pole or something over there. I didn't notice that. I wasn't there the other day. Drinking like air conditioning fluid or something. It's probably okay. It's mostly water. It's hot. It's from the air conditioner right there. Those birds can probably drink some of that coolant for a while and do okay. I wouldn't recommend it though. All right, so we're right down this way and over there.
Mary, you only be sitting
All right, so it's 12:28 p.m. right now, pretty dead on the east side. Go ahead and take advantage of this car park right here. Ooh, looks like this one's a little bit full. Yeah, this one's overpacked. Yeah, I just met a dude right over here. He's got a punk rock band. He just landed in. I gave him my, well, I was trying to get my Drooble stuff. I couldn't pull it up, but he ended up taking a photo of my YouTube site, and he's got a QR. He said there was a little bit of coding involved, but you just invent your own QR. It's like basically what it is, it's kind of like a digital business card kind of thing. So I'm gonna check him out tonight, see if he's pretty cool. He's like a punk rock band. It's the second punk rock band that I've come across here at DFW Airport. They said it was like a pretty big popular spot for like musicians and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have him check out my YouTube site. A little bit dead. I may be moving on from E, but yeah, it's kind of a punk rock landing place for Terminal E. Second punk rock guy I run. Another one I ran off. They were looking for their car in some parking garage. I was able to find their car for them. Pretty cool. Well, I found out on Clear, it actually does biometrics. I thought it was your passport you put in or whatever. It doesn't do that. It actually, what it does is it gets your fingerprint and your eyes. So that's how they get you through quicker. And then you pay $189 a year, and then they run you through a clearance and stuff. So basically when you go through TSA, they just basically scan your finger and your eyes, and you get through. You don't have to worry about taking off your belt or your shoes or anything. So it's basically a quick way through TSA, as long as you pay the $189 a year. Oh, one more thing about Clear too, is they do give you a free trial starting out. So I think it's the first couple of months you pay way less to even get part of it. So I thought that was pretty cool. It seems like a lot of these hand sanitizers that are foamy IQ, they're kind of like empty. Air comes out of it, but that's about all. Oh, this one actually has some. I know Linda, she has a grandma that's in Florida, but there's also talk of my mom moving to North Carolina, which would be kind of cool. But I was thinking, you know, I might could get a start maybe doing something like this at McCoy or MCO, which is basically Orlando Airport, and then work my way into Walt Disney to maybe try to move the show there, because Linda said something really cool the other day about like a lot of shows that were on A.D.W.C. They were actually required to be at Disneyland or Walt Disney World. I thought that was kind of a cool thing. It kind of changed my whole aspect of maybe going to Walt Disney World and maybe switching the show over there, because if shows on A.D.W.C. and stuff like that had to, by contract, go to Walt Disney World, it might be a good place to maybe even get more, you know, like views and attention. So it could maybe work. And I have to look at the design of Orlando Airport and see if we could switch over. But I have to talk to Linda. And of course she could see her grandma too. But then she's also mentioned North Carolina. All right, looks like Terminal E is a little laggy. So we're gonna switch over. Sometimes certain terminals, I don't know, they taxi all around here, so it can get kind of slow and then speed up, and then get slow and speed up, that kind of thing. I actually found gas a little bit cheaper, $3.39, and then I saw this Cricket. He kind of made his way into this thing right here and didn't quite make it, but this is the gas right here. It's a little bit cheaper. The thing that you want to really consider when you're dealing with door-to-door sales, or basically like being a salesman, is in the heat, you want to get a lot of water. You want to make sure that you get plenty of water, and you want to get, eat a good breakfast in the morning, because it's a lot of moving around in this hot heat and everything. And some of these temperatures are reaching, like right now we're at 102, so probably reading in Google about 100. It can get pretty hot. So you want to kind of prepare for it and walk around, get some energy in you. Not doing that right now. That job's on hold. Some of the hot dog went up my nose. Hang on. But yeah, that job's kind of on hold right now, because I got to find something that's going to also fit with Linda's schedule if she's not going to get her car, because I'm kind of her ride share too, But yeah, you want to get like lots of energy. Make sure you schedule everything, because if they leave you on the patio, you're kind of like a pest. But if you get in their home to talk to them about the product, then you're a guest. Pretty good. Whoops. And they're all the way from Utah. And what I always say, itinerary. Cha-cha. Alright, entry this way and right over that way.